This is a video to show you how to build the wing of your new Balsa Basics Super Cub. The Super Cub is a slightly different Balsa Basics Cub in that it has ailerons to make it into a more aerobatic and advanced model. To build the fuselage of your Super Cub, check out the build video of the Balsa Basics Cub linked in the description. We've made the fuselage the same on both models so you can upgrade your standard Cub. Once you've built the fuselage, you can get started on the wing. You might want to start by removing all of the pieces from the laser cut sheets to speed up the build. You can alternatively pop out each part as you go. You can mostly use your bare hands for this, but be careful, the parts can be fragile on their own. Perhaps use a craft knife if you want to take your time and ensure that the parts are safely removed. On a flat surface, insert one long rib into the slot at the tip of the plywood main spar and another at the second slot from the middle. Don't add glue at this stage, unless you are building with wood glue. The wing assembly will self-jig together, meaning you can square it up at the end before wicking glue into the joints to permanently bond each component. Locate the balsa rear spar and slot the two assembled ribs into it. Assemble the ribs onto the front and rear spars like so. You can now add the wingtip before slotting the balsa main spar doubler into the slots on the ribs to the rear of the plywood spar and into the slot on the wingtip. Keep the spar level when inserting to prevent breakage. Now add the trailing edge and the leading edge of the wing panel like so. You should now have a wing panel that looks like this. Repeat the process for the opposite side before adding the central balsa servo lead guides to each side of the center rib, and the two servo trays to the wings. Now you can go along and wick glue into all of your joints, making sure that the assembly is straight and true. For the ailerons, you will need these pieces. Start by laying down the aileron bases and insert the ribs into the slots at each end. A tip here is to build both ailerons at once so that you don't accidentally end up making two of the same. Add the aileron spars like so. Make sure to get the spars the right way round with the etched reference line on the outside. The leading edge of the ailerons needs to be beveled to allow them to move correctly up and down, so stick some masking tape onto the lower half of the leading edge spar so that one edge of the tape lies along the etched line to protect the lower half. Put some sandpaper on a flat surface and then carefully and evenly sand the top of the leading edge until the surface is flush with the angled front edges of the ribs. Remove the tape and then apply masking tape to the angled top half of the spar. Remove the tape and repeat for the other aileron. To mount the ailerons, you will need to use the mylar hinges included in the kit. These can be test fitted before covering to ensure that your ailerons have free movement. Don't add glue at this stage, instead you'll want to wait until the wing is covered to wick some glue into the joints. Mount the servos to the servo trays and feed the servo leads through the holes in the ribs. If the leads don't extend far enough, you might want to use the extensions or Y-harness included in the electronics pack for this aircraft. Always make sure to first test your electronics before installing them in your model. Give the wings a light sanding to round off the edges and remove any glue lumps, etc. before covering the wing. Here's one I made earlier. With the ailerons, linkages, push rods and control horns installed, this is how the wing looks like. If needed for your radio, a simple solution for pairing the servos can be to use a Y-harness like this one. With the wing complete, you can attach it to your Cub fuselage to complete your Super Cub build. Congratulations on building your Super Cub. Make sure to watch our other videos on this channel about setting up, flying and repairing your balsa model aircraft. We will see you on the next one.